Hey guys, how you doing? Dervy here, and in this video we're going to be covering Ampador Keep speed run. Now this run involves us basically skipping every single pack in this dungeon, and this is to ensure that we can get this dungeon done in about 20 minutes or so. Honestly, it doesn't really take that long if you skip all the packs. So hopefully you've just watched this and seen how we do it. So basically the tank takes the entire pack, runs forward, dies to one side, which is the left side, and everybody else then runs to the right side, and then you rest the tank and all the packs run away. So now we're on to the fight straight away. Literally the run took 20 seconds, and this fight is the longest fight in this dungeon. So we have the Lunatic Priest, and what you want to do is take out Lunatic Priest first, and once you take him down to 50% health, he will summon the real boss, the Psych Flayer. Now what you want to do is continuously attack the Psych Priest, because the priest can let off a lot of AoEs, and then slowly you want to get the Psych Flayer and you want to lure him and the stone marionettes to the northeastern corner, which is right here, which is basically right next to the entrance of the dungeon of this room. So you want the DPSs to then concentrate on the marble marionettes when they spawn, kill the ads, go back, put your dots on the Psych Flayer boss, and then rinse and repeat. Now eventually he will summon up this gigantic titan which is in the middle, which is why we all had to stand around this northeastern corner, and this is so we do not get aggro by this big colossal titan that's walking in the middle of us, and so we can also easily avoid his AoEs, because his AoEs do a lot of damage. So you just then want to go back, attack the stone marionette, take out the Psycho Flyer, and eventually you will take him down. The fight may take about 10 minutes to do, if I'm perfectly honest with you, or maybe 5 minutes depending how much DPS you have, but the fight does take a while. So now on to this part, and most people don't really like skipping this part. I don't know why, but this part of the fight is easily skippable as long as you know that you will not die against Demon Wall, the next boss. So you want the tank to go around, and if he wants to get the chest, that's fine. He'll go around the room, collect the chest, and then die, res, respawn, and come back here taking the shortcut. And then we'll just wait for the tank to come back. Okay, so now that the tank is back, we're now going to run around and skip all the packs, and to do this, it's quite simple. You just stick around the edges of the walls. So as you can see, we're sticking around the edges, around the corners, making sure we do not attract too many monsters. And just like before previously, everybody goes and stands to the right and the tank dies to the left. And now unfortunately, if this happened to you, where you unfortunately got caught up by all the mobs, you just die some far away, a distance back, and then you get the healer to heal you. So now we're at Demon Wall. Now this fight is so fucking annoying. So as you can see, he spawned this AoE in the ground, and then you want to switch back and forth, left and right, avoiding these AoEs. Demon Wall uses an attack called Repel, and if you're not standing facing towards Demon Wall, he will knock you off the edge and instantly kill you. And each time you kill him, after a certain amount of times, he will move forward, shortening the distance. So now you have these two blood wrappers, and you want to take them out as fast as possible, because they can do an AoE stun, and they are very, very, very dangerous. So take them out, burst out all of your DPS as much as you can, whilst avoiding the AoEs that are on the ground by switching left and right, avoiding them, and also avoiding the AoEs, and watching out for the repel, and eventually you will take him down. The fight is all dependent about your DPS, so if you have more DPS, you'll take down Demon Wall even faster. Promise you, it isn't as easy as it looked in this video. Everybody in this video had a lot of DPS. So this part is different for a lot of people. You can either go around and skip the first 2 packs, or the first 3 packs even, or to make it easier for the tank to go around and run past all the mobs, because there are a lot of mobs at this part, you go and take out the first 2-3 packs until you take out the first Dalahan. And the Dalahans are these massive giants that walk around with a massive 2-handed sword in their hands. Now you mainly want to prioritize the succubus because the succubus do an AoE fire 3, I believe it is, and it does a lot of damage. It can do about 2,000 damage, 3,000 damage if you get hit by it, so avoid the AoEs at all cost. So after you take out the succubus as your first priority, you then want to take out the soul collectors. And in all honesty, the bosses here, the monsters here aren't really that hard to kill. They're really easy, you know, just like any other fight. You just want to go around and start progressing through the fight. And here we can see the big gigantic Dullahan. The Dullahan does a lot of damage. he does a massive AoE at the beginning, which is basically exactly like the Doctors from Halatali Dungeon, if you remember those monsters. So this is the part where we now start skipping all the monsters again, and we're going to run through. We're going to skip all the packs, go across this bridge, we're going to run around the corner here, and once again we're all going to run around to this side, which is the right side, whilst the tank dies to the left side. So now we're going to be approaching the boss. Now, in order to do this fight, you'll first want the tank to run in and gain aggro, and then lure the boss to the northeastern statue, just north of him. Now, if you are a melee class like I am, you'll want to attack him from the side. This is because the boss does a back tail AoE, and the back tail AoE range is very large, as you just saw there. Now, the boss uses an attack called Imminent Catastrophe, and basically exactly like Garuda, when she uses her attacks and you have to hide behind the pillars, you have to do the exact same thing here. You have to stand behind these statues, otherwise you'll get hit for a lot of damage. And each time the boss uses one of these attacks, one of these statues will spawn, the Dark Helots will spawn, and you have to take these out really fast because they are just plain annoying and they do a lot of AoE damage and can make the fight really messy. Now, along this fight, you will a purple channel, a purple line will come and hit you, and what you have to do is when you have this line on you, you have to run away from the rest of the pack. This is because at the end of the cast time, a red ball will spawn, and this red ball will do a massive amount of AoE damage, so you want to take them out to the far side of the fight. Now, the reason why we stand around the northeastern corner is because this statue here is the last statue that spawns, and it just makes it easier for everybody to go and do this. And then once you take him low, just go use your limit break and finish the boss, and that's it. The boss really isn't that hard. So hopefully this video guide has helped you guys, and I wish you all good luck.